Well, that's it. We are officially out of time now when it comes to the approach of winter. It feels like 20 degrees outside right now, and there is a hard freeze in the forecast. I mean, it's happening. There's no more delaying of time. So there are some tasks I have to get done right now, and that includes chopping down the hostas that you see behind me. Now, my general philosophy as a wildlife garden, we like to leave as much of the garden debris and organic matter on the ground as possible for overwintering the good insects. There are some areas though where I do clean up the organic matter as much as possible and then remulch, and that's because of the bad bugs also overwinter, like for example in my rose garden. But we need to have a few more hard frosts like we're having right now and some winds to really put those roses, to stop them from growing and put them into dormancy. And from there, I go to tie them up and mulch them and that sort of a thing. In the meantime, the order of the day is to remove the dead hostas for the season and clean that up. So to that end, here we go. This whole process takes about an hour just to remove the hostas. I grab my Felcos number 2 and trim them off right down to the base, and then remove the faded hosta foliage from there. Now, if the foliage is ripe enough, it just pulls away from the base. But sometimes I have to actually cut it, and I don't know till I get in there. See, I don't want to keep tugging at this. I don't want to pull the roots. When I'm all done, it's a nice feeling, of course. Cleaned up the hostas from there, and have left, as you'll notice, an awful lot of plant material still in place. Some of these leaves I'll probably rake out. The roses I will tie up and secure from wind rocking, but at least the hostas are out of this particular space. And the little birds that are scuttling about, they pick through the mulch then and get little insects out of there. So that's why I like to leave some debris for them. And let me show you also what is interesting is you move the yard material back, you will uncover here. I don't know if this is where it was. Perhaps it was over in here. Yeah, see, this is a good sign. This is a healthy fungus, just a natural living organism that helps break down yard debris. It's like a webbing back in here. Just nature's way of breaking down organic matter. Oh, there's a bunch in here. Breaks down organic matter. And turns it into carbon and other things that benefit plants. So this is just, like I said, nature's way of breaking down material. It exists. Not a bad thing, just a real thing. Anyway, that's a good feeling. I'm nowhere near done, but every little box I check is one step closer to putting the garden to bed and keeping the plants healthy for the duration of the long, cold weather ahead. And I have filled 2 kangaroo yard baskets with hosta debris and a handful of leaves maybe, but hostas filled these 2 bags. And I dumped these into the yard compost bins provided by our city. So much beauty can be found outside all around us. I mean, get a load of that color, right? Something about the last hurrah of this season sure makes it worth it. Now it is starting to snow, so I'm gonna go inside. Plenty of work to do another day. In fact, you could even have some more bulbs to plant. Even if I have to scrape away the snow, the ground will still be warm enough for me to put some more bulbs in. And I do have some more bulbs that just arrived. So that's the next job of the day. What tasks remain in your yard? How is your garden looking here, end of the season? I want to thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you here again on Milkweeds and Roses. I hope you do subscribe and like the video. That kind of tells me what sort of content you're looking for. Leave me a comment so I know what you're working on, or maybe information you would like to know or to share with everybody else. So we all learn from each other. Meanwhile, stay warm. I'll see you soon. Bye.